Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to Thursday study group. So excited you're all here. My name is America. If you don't know me too well, I am subbing in since Audi has other things going on, right? And yeah, but I promise today you're in for a real treat. It's going to be easy. It's going to be great. I know I haven't been here for your other like group agreements, so these are just some of the basic ones I thought of. So read them over, and if you think that they're good and we can all agree virtually, give me a check yes on the participants button, please. So that's cameras on, faces please. I want to see your face. No ceiling shots. And if for whatever reason you can't have your camera on, send me a private message, please, okay? That way I can be aware. Be on time. Thank you so much for that. Participate and share. It's okay to pass also. Yeah, I'll probably be like cold calling people, but it's fine if you're like, I actually don't know. Be respectful. So turn mic on only when you speak. And remember that it's a judgment-free zone, okay? So definitely we love questions. We love all of that goodness. All right, Isaac and Makita have said, yes, this looks good. Give me a check yes if you agree with these group learning agreements so we can move forward. Thank you, Esperanza. Thank you, Ryan. Fantastic. Great. Alan, I think you just came in. These are our group learning agreements, so look them over. If you have your camera off, send me a private message as to why. But otherwise, cameras on, please. Great. All right. Okay, so our objectives for today, to clue everybody in, get to know each other more. This is a space where you all are a team, we're a family, and we want to continue to learn how to keep ourselves accountable and keep track of our meetings and all that. So we're gonna do like a refresher on Google Calendar, and you're gonna be a pro at the end of this, so way ahead of other people. For this session, can everybody please open up your YSP journal and then also your Google Calendar. So have those two up. You will be needing to be on a computer, desktop, or laptop, or iPad because we're gonna use that a lot today. So once you have both of those opened, go ahead and give me a check yes. Awesome, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Axel. Okay, Alex came, Alan came. Thank you, Isaac. Ayushna's got it. Perfect. All right. So we're going to move on to our check-in question of the day. Since we're a big group, just go ahead and type your answer in the chat box. But the question is, what is your favorite holiday and why? If you don't have one, would you like invent one? Like you would want to celebrate blank thing. So while you all type in your answers, I will share mine. I actually am a really big fan of New Year's. I think it's great. I think it's celebrating old, out with the old, in with the new. And yeah, just like setting new goals. It's very exciting for me. Hat nice. Alex says Christmas because he gets presents. Who doesn't like presents? Yeah, gifts can be super, super fun. Awesome. Oh, and make sure you put it into the group chat. So don't send it to me privately. Okay, so just send it privately. Cool. Axel says Thanksgiving. Yeah, we definitely love all the food and grateful times. Brian, totally valid. Totally valid. Oh, Esperanza says Thanksgiving too. It's right around the corner. Ooh. Makita, can you can unmute yourself if you want. Can I ask like why Halloween?
Because you gotta have candy, you gotta just it's just fun. It's just fun. I don't know. I just feel like Christmas is overrated because one of my pet peeves is everybody just ignoring Thanksgiving and Halloween and then put up Christmas stuff. I hate that so
Yes.
much. So yeah.
Totally valid. Cool. Alan and Isaac are on the Christmas team though. Very, very cool. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everyone for sharing out your answers. How about a feelings check? Go ahead and drop a feeling. How are you doing today? How are you feeling right now? Yeah, drop a feeling or two. If you want to share why, you can into the chat, please. And I am feeling proud today. I am proud because I actually went and talked to one of my professors that I was having trouble with, like understanding the material. And sometimes that's scary for me, so I did that. But how about you? Cool, Alice is happy. No school tomorrow. Glad. Esperanza's thankful. Oh my goodness. I like these positive feelings, everyone. Aishna, yeah, we talked about his math test. We are there with you. Distance learning can be a struggle. But if we keep at it, right, we will always improve. Definitely. All right. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your feeling. It's really important for me so I can know how to best engage with all of you. So for this week's 36 questions, I'm not totally sure what skills you have been focusing on. So today I think we're just going to do like a very basic refresher. Let's see. Isaac, in your own words, when you hear open-ended question, what do you think of? Or like, how would you explain what an open-ended question is? If you want to unmute yourself, Isaac, you can. Or you can like pass to. Oh, I think we lost him. Okay, basically, open-ended questions are going to be questions that don't have just a yes or no answer, right? So our two best friends are going to be how and what, all right? So that's going to be, you know, if they're like, what are you most grateful for? And you say, my dogs. And then don't ask them, oh, do you like your dogs? Because they're going to say yes. And there's going to be a very awkward silence afterwards. Ask them, oh, what are your dogs like? Or how do you have fun with your dogs? Or what about your dogs do you know, just things that are going to have not a yes or no answer. And then pro tip of the week, eliminate filler words. And I just did it. So try to avoid using or like. We say like a lot. It was like, you know, like, yeah. And then instead, to sound more professional, you can take a pause. Don't be afraid of silence. Or say, let me try to remember. Give me a second to decide. That way you will sound a lot more professional, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and, if that makes sense with everybody, go ahead and give me a check, yes? Awesome. Oof, you all are on top of it today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link so you can all see the 36 questions. And then we're gonna go ahead and go into breakout rooms. You'll each have about 2 minutes to answer the question and then switch. Okay, so go ahead and open that link. Okay, I think there was going to be a group of 3. So I'll help you divvy it up between yourselves. Oh, I see. Okay, we're going to put that. Okay, open all rooms. Very, very, very great how and what questions. I was very impressed. Some of you were really like saying like, how would you react if this happened? Or how did that make you feel? So that's exactly what we want. So we're gonna go ahead and actually take 2 minutes, and I'd like everyone in their journal, go ahead and write a class shout out or start thinking about your partner and which of these values you think that they demonstrated, so that at the end of our study group, we can all share out. So did they demonstrate commitment in their story? Were they focused, their why? Was it something about leadership? Were they having a very committed attitude? Were they demonstrating self-discipline? Maybe it was passion. Okay, so go ahead and take another minute and construct your clasp shout out and explain why, right? Commitment shout out to Audi for telling me he.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Aishna.
Are you gonna like read off the comments at the end?
Yes, that's definitely the goal. Obviously, if you're not comfortable sharing, that's totally fine. But we do want everyone to like help affirm each other and build each other's community. So if you would like to share it, we will have a time to do that at the end. And also, you can continue thinking of other reasons throughout the workshop. If you see something else that someone does, that's totally, totally cool. It can be to anyone in the group. Awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into our little learning portion of study group. So as a review, the last couple of weeks, we were learning about how to set reminders, right? And off the top of your head, Esperanza, what's one way that you can keep yourself in check with reminders for yourself? What's a system that you use?
Set reminders on my phone.
Nice.
Like
Alarms, phones, good. Alex, what about you? What's another one that you use to help remind yourself?
I use alarms too.
Cool. We like alarms. Okay, so it's definitely important, right? If you are very on top of it, it's important to maybe just have a time of day that you go over your schedule. Maybe it's in the morning or the night before. We also have email reminders, phone alarms, like it's very popular with all of you. We have our group community texts, right? And then last week, we also went over Slack messages. So think of it as you have like your little toolbox or your big toolbox, and you have all of these different tools to help you be the most responsible person ever, okay? So this is just a reminder. We created one-time reminders on Slack last week, and we did that by using the code /remind. You can also do a little shortcut for one-time reminders by clicking the little lightning bolt down there. And if you want to create a repeated reminder, we have to put /remind and then tell them what day we want to get the notification at. And lastly, we can always manage our reminders by hitting the /remind list. So that was something that we should have gone over in the past. So I just want to check. Give me a check yes if you are totally clear with Slack and you don't have any questions. If you have a question, go ahead and give me a check no. Ayushna's good. Makita's got it. Ryan's got it. How about Axel, Esperanza, and Alan? Do you have any questions or are you clear with this?
Do we need to create one right now or no?
No, this is just a review. So perfect. Thank you for the question though. Great, looks like all of you are totally cool with that. So what we are going to do is actually review how to create Google Calendar appointments. This is gonna be super, super important so that you can be the most organized and accountable to yourself, okay? So what we're gonna be doing is I would like everyone to go onto their Google Calendar right now with me. And as I make this, you are also gonna be making this with me, okay? But just something to look out for. We're gonna have repeating, if it repeats, how often. In the location, we want to put the Zoom links, okay? So make sure it's in the location. And we're gonna learn how to invite people, maybe use the description, and add email notifications. Okay, so we're gonna do this for our study groups and our Be College Ready seminars. If I'm not mistaken, you all should have already done this. Put in your Be College Ready seminars and study groups in there. But the important thing is I do want everyone to make sure you have on the left-hand side of the screen, you should see My Calendars, and it should say YSP schedule. So everyone should have their YSP calendar besides their calendar with just their name on it. So give me a check yes if you still have your YSP calendar that we created the first time. Okay, so maybe some people have it, some people don't. So I'm gonna go ahead, it's very easy to create it. So if you need to create one, all you're gonna do is go to My Calendars, scroll to the bottom, hit this little plus sign next to Other Calendars, and then you're gonna hit Create New Calendar, okay? And right there, you're just gonna call it YSP, YSP schedule. And go ahead and put your name in the description because when you share that calendar with me, I'm gonna get all of these calendars and it helps to know whose calendar it is. So I would put my name in there, you would put your name in there. And then you'd hit Create Calendar. Since I already have one, I'm just gonna go back. But if that makes sense, can everyone give me a check yes if you know how to create your YSP calendar?
Wait, but on the organization, does it have to say Y Scholars Program? Because mine says Berkeley Unified School District.
On the organization?
Yeah.
And is that when you created your new calendar that says YSP schedule? Yeah, that's fine. It can be from your... Great. Okay. Yeah, it's just my email, Makita. Thanks. Any other questions about creating your YSP calendar? No? Okay. Great. So now we have our YSP calendar on here. What we're gonna do is go ahead and click the time of today. So today we have our Thursday study group at 2, right? So you could go ahead and just click at 2. I want everyone to hit more options and it'll take you to this big screen, okay? And right here, we're gonna go ahead and put study group. And you have to make sure that you check the time, right? It's automatically defaulted to 30 minutes. So it's obviously not 30 minutes, it's 1 hour. Make sure you change the time, 2 to 3 p.m. And here it says does not repeat. We need to change this so that it does repeat, okay? So you're gonna put it weekly on Thursday. What you can also do is go to custom, and later on when you create your classes, say you have a class every Tuesday and Thursday, you can just highlight the days that you have this activity on, and it'll create them for you on all of those days, okay? But this is just on Thursday. And let's say that it ends, I'm just gonna put for Christmas, because then we have break. Okay, so we have our study group. And for right here where it says location, we're gonna put our Zoom link. So this would be zoom4.yscholars.org, right? So it's very important. I want everyone to make sure that they have their Zoom link in their location. Then it says notification. The problem with Google Calendar notifications is that if you don't have your Google Calendar open on your desktop, you're not going to get the notification because it's not active on your computer. So instead of having just a notification, I want everybody to go ahead and switch it to email. Okay, and we're going to have them email us one day before our study group, and you're going to add one notification so that you get an email 1 hour before study group. And afterwards, I'll show you why this is so important, and it makes life so much easier. So make sure you're gonna have those two notifications through email. So we have our title, we have our time, we have our 2 notifications, our location. Right here where it says the little calendar, make sure that you're clicking your YSP schedule calendar and not just your personal calendar, okay? It has to be on the YSP one. So up to this point, does anyone have any questions about title, location, adding notifications? You can go ahead and unmute yourself or give me a check yes if you have a question. If you have no question, give me a no. I might have given confusing directions. Okay, yeah, there you go. Makita, do you have a question?
Yeah, okay, so how do I make it on my YSP schedule and not my other one again? Can you show me?
Yeah, definitely. So if you look on my screen and you look at the bottom left side under add notification, it says like your name. Maybe it says your name. Click on it. Okay, cool. And then you should it should give you the option to hit the other one. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome question. Esperanza, do you have a question?
No, I'm good.
Okay, great. Anybody else have a question about how to create this? No, I'm seeing head shakes. Perfect. Okay, great. So I'm gonna go ahead and save on my event, and now it's gonna show up for me. Boom. Okay, so I would like everyone to go ahead and create that for their study group. You should have just done it with me. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Everybody go back into your study group because we're gonna edit it. And you're gonna add me as a guest so I can check your work and make sure that you did it correctly. Just go ahead and enter my email. This is my email, arocha@yscholars.org. So you're gonna invite me to your study group and your Be College Ready seminar when you create that. So I'm gonna give everyone maybe 3 minutes to go ahead and create your Be College Ready seminar. I'll also drop my email in the chat for your reference.
Do we have to create one for the one on the study, this one and the Be College Ready one too?
Exactly. Perfect. And once you have created both with your Zoom link and you invited me as a guest, then give me a check yes so that I can confirm that I got the invitation and everything looks good.
We do for the workshop too.
For which one?
The Be College Ready seminar.
Yes, for the Be College Ready seminar, yes, as well. So you'll have your study group and you'll have your seminar. There should be 2. I should get 2 invitations. Make sure you put in the correct Zoom links for your seminar. Whatever Zoom room you have, if it's zoom1.yscholars.org, Zoom 2, make sure that's in your location. Also make sure that you repeat it so that it's every week and you get that reminder every week. And we're getting email notifications 1 day before, and we're getting email notifications 1 hour before. But thank you everyone who's asking clarifying questions. That really helps the entire group. Also, if you have a question, but you're uncomfortable to unmute yourself, you can also send me a private chat. I also get those and see them.
How do you make it repeating?
Great question. Okay, so to make it repeat, if you, here, let's hit save. All events. Or this info events. So if you have your Be College Ready seminar, oh, I have lots of them now. Okay, so you're gonna edit your event. And to make it repeat, you're gonna hit right this little tab that says weekly, and it should give you options for how often you want it to repeat. Daily, weekly, and you would hit weekly on Thursday for your study group, or for your seminar whenever you have it. You can pick if you want it once a month. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. There's also this custom option, which will give you the little bubbles of all the week, and you can also just hit that. So make sure your Zoom links are in the location. That way I won't have to tell you your Zoom link is missing. Go ahead and redo it and send it to me again, right?
Can you take mine?
Awesome. Did you invite me as a guest?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I'm seeing lots of them. Okay. Go ahead and give me a check yes on the participants button if you already sent me both invitations for study group and Be College Ready seminar.
Wait, we have to do it for college ready seminars also?
Yes, I should get 2 invitations, one for study group and one for Be College Ready seminar. Aishna, that looks perfect. Thank you so much for including your Zoom link and inviting me. And the time is for 1 hour, so that's perfect. Thank you. Axel looks good. Thank you so much.
What if you already did your seminar? Or do we have to do another one?
No, so maybe you already did your seminar, right, from other weeks. All I want you to add is your Zoom link. If you already have your Zoom link in there, just go ahead and invite me to that event.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you want us to do another seminar too? So you want me to do my seminar one? Because I did the study group.
Yeah, if you do the study group, go ahead and do it for the seminar too. Invite me to your seminar.
Okay.
Please. Thank you. Awesome. Ryan, thank you for updating your Zoom link. That looks great. Makita, thank you for your study group invitation. That's perfect. Alex, your College Ready seminar is perfect. Make sure that you have them repeating. So don't just have it for one day. Make sure that it says weekly on Thursday or weekly on Monday or whatever day you have your seminars. So everyone, please double check that you have it repeating. If you have already done your study group and your Be College Ready seminars and you've invited me, I would like you to go ahead and start creating time blocks for your classes. And I will go over that and show everyone how to do it. But while I finish checking everyone else's, you can go ahead and start creating events for your different classes. I know if you have the term system, you should add about 3 classes in and specify what time it starts, the course title, if it's history, if it's English. If you have a Zoom link that you want to put in there, please do. And the days that you have it on.
Wait, so we need to create a mark on the calendar for our classes?
Yes, and I will show you why it's important, especially when, say you have an absence and you need to reschedule with us. That way you have already all your classes in there, you have all your schedule laid out, and it'll be super easy to find a time by sharing your calendar with a staff member. Great question. Thank you, Alex.
Wait, so we like share our classes with one of you guys or what?
No, so right now just go ahead and create your class schedule in your calendar, in your YSP calendar. So I'll go ahead and show everyone. Here we are. And if you're still working on your seminars, go ahead and continue working on that. It's basically the same thing. So, okay, we're gonna create repeated appointments for your classes and weekly appointments like club meetings, tutoring, internships, if you have a job, right? So let's say I did that, I'm saving it. Okay, so let's say at 8 a.m. I have my first class and it's called English. And my class is 1 hour long, so I'm gonna put it for an hour. It does repeat. It repeats, I would put custom or every weekday, Monday to Friday. Let's just do custom. Let's say I only have English Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. In the room or locations, if I have a Zoom link that my school gives me and it's easy for me to find, I would just put my Zoom link right there. And you don't have to invite me to your classes, so don't put my email in the guests for this, okay? Just go ahead and create it. And make sure it's under your YSP schedule still. Even though it's your classes, still put it on your YSP calendar. And then add the notifications so that you get not just a notification, but you should get an email. Here, let me make it bigger. So my YSP schedule, I will get an email.
Should I include you in the email?
No, don't add me to your school schedule, but thank you.
No, I mean for like the seminar and study group.
Yes, for the study group and seminars, go ahead and add my email under the guests. My email's in the chat, arocha@yscholars.org.
But then ask like, would you like your invitation like to go through email, like
Yes.
the guest?
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead and check yes on that one.
Do we need to put our Zoom link for the location?
Yeah, if you have your Zoom link for the location for your English class, put it in.
What if it changes? Like,
Oof, if it changes, you could put maybe even like the website that you find the changing Zoom link on. So I don't know if you have like a homepage. This is like my Berkeley homepage. And you could just even like copy this link and put it in there. So you can always, it'll just take you to the homepage and you can get your new Zoom link. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Wait, but do we need to put email notifications? Because what if we remember, if we put email notifications, won't it just crowd up our email even more?
That's a really good point, Alex. And this is where we're just giving you a tool and telling you, hey, this is an option that you can help keep yourself organized and accountable. If you don't want an email every day before you have all of your classes, that's totally fine. So you can edit it to however your needs, whatever your needs are. We just want to make sure that you know how to add email notifications. Also though, what is very cool with Google Calendar is that if you include all of your events on Google Calendar, is that you will have all your schedule laid out. But yeah, for your question, you don't have to have email notifications for every single class. That's fine. And Maki, that's a good point. You can always edit it. If you get a different one, just go back in and put it in. We want this not to be more work for you, but we want this to be a resource that you use, right?
Wait, so this is optional?
It is mandatory for today, just so that I know that you all know how to do this. But afterwards, try it out. Some people like paper planners more. However, if you're the person that is missing study group often, then we're gonna say, how are you keeping track of your meetings, right?
I mean, the classes though, like we know, like when our classes starts and all that. Like I don't
That's
want to
true.
have like classes like thing, like we'll have a math in 10 minutes. Like it's
Yeah, definitely. I understand. So yeah, the notifications, just customize it to whatever your needs are. If you know you're not going to forget, just create the time block, add your location. And then once you have all your classes in there, so say you have English, I'll just do 2 more right here. I have English, history. It repeats Monday to Friday. Save. And then 1 more. This one starts at 11 and it goes to 12, and let's say it's math. Okay. It's under my YSP schedule. It does repeat Monday to Friday. Okay, so afterwards your schedule should look something like this, okay? Give me a check yes if you already have most of your classes, your school schedule entered on your calendar. Perfect. Esperanza, thank you. Ryan, thank you. Axel's got it. So we're just waiting on Isaac. How many more classes do you need to add for your school schedule?
Just a few.
Just a few? Okay, keep working on it. How about Makira? How are you doing with your class schedule and getting it on Google Calendar? Makira? Oh. Okay, thanks. Still working on it. Alex, how many more classes do you need to add?
1.
1, perfect. Aishna, do you have the majority of your class blocks put in there? Perfect. Okay, so at this point, if you have any other like weekly commitments, internships, if you work, go ahead and add those in as well. Basically, the end goal is going to be when you make a request to any staff, instead of saying, can I make it up? You can say, here I shared my calendar with you. Let me know what time we can meet or I can make this assignment up. That way it'll be so much easier for a busy person like me and also the busy person that you are to find a time without us having to put it on, go back and forth in email. Makira, what are you referring to? What do you?
Oh, sorry. I meant YSP calendar. Do I put
Yes.
like my? Okay.
Yeah, put your, because that way when you share your YSP calendar with us, it'll have your school and it'll have your study groups. That way we know when you're busy and when you're free. Yeah, these are all really great questions. I'm gonna be honest, I am not a super techie person, so using Google Calendar, I'm still getting used to it, but I do like that it will always remind me about my appointments and my meetings, so I don't miss my commitments and I don't forget when I have an important meeting coming up. Okay. So for those of you who have already finished, I'm gonna go ahead and have you share your calendar with me, okay? So what we're gonna do is go down to your YSP schedule. Oh, your YSP schedule calendar. Click on the 3 dots next to it, and you're gonna hit settings and sharing, okay? For settings and sharing, you're gonna go ahead, make sure you have your name in the description. You're gonna scroll down and you're gonna have the section that says share with specific people. So I've already added it to my other emails. Go ahead and add my name, my email. And you're gonna click, under here it says permissions, see all event details. I don't need to see all of your event details. So what you're actually gonna put is see only free/busy, hide details. That way when I see your calendar, it's only gonna say busy during these hours, and if it's white, it's free, okay? So that's gonna be how you're gonna share it with me and hit send. So once you have shared your calendar with me, go ahead and give me a check yes. And I will confirm. Thank you, Alex. I have yours. Thank you, Esperanza. I got it. Ayushna, I got it. Also, if you have
Wait.
questions,
How do
Yeah,
I share it with you? How do
Yeah.
I share it with you?
perfect. So let's say here you're on your main screen. You're gonna go down to My Calendars, hover over the YSP schedule calendar, and these 3 little dots should appear. Do you see those?
Yeah.
Okay, click it. You're gonna go to settings and sharing. Click that. And make sure your name is in the description. Then you're gonna scroll down and it says share with specific people. Go ahead and add my email, arocha@yscholars.org. And you're gonna change the permission to see only free/busy, hide details. And then hit send. Does that answer your question, Ryan?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Let's see if I have any more. Once again, after you share your calendar with me, go ahead and give me a check yes. By the way, you all have been so great. This is pretty much the last thing we're doing. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you some cool little tips and tricks that Google Calendar also has, so you can customize it to the best of your needs. Okay, Alan. Thank you, I got yours. I'm getting all your invitations, and that's why it's crowding my calendar. Okay, so while those of you finish sharing, Axel, I got yours, thank you. Sharing your calendar with me. Actually, before I go ahead and do that, does anyone have any more questions about how to share your calendar? Give me a check. Yes, if you have a question about how to share your calendar with me. Okay, great, no questions. If you do have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself and just ask or send me a chat message, okay? But I do want to just show everyone, you can actually change the view of your calendar. So if you go up to the top and you have this week view, you can also just have like today, what do I need to do today? And it'll give you a list of all of your activities for the day. You can also do a month view. And you're like, wow, I am so busy or productive, right? There's also a year view. You can look at all your whole year. And most common is week view, because that's kind of just how we have our agendas or planners. But that's an option. That tool is there. Also, Makita, I got you. Okay, so Makita, if you go on if you're on this screen with your calendar, we're gonna go over how to share. Hover over YSP schedule, and these 3 little dots appear. She got them. Settings and sharing, click on that. Scroll down, share with specific people. Add person, and that's where you're gonna add my email. I can spell. And change the permission to just say see only free / busy, hide details. Good? Makita, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, the last thing I'm just gonna mention is if you scroll down, if you keep scrolling down on this page, this is a very cool thing. How many of you have ever wanted to hire your own personal assistant? I know I have. To have someone to tell you, Miss America, this is what you have due for today. You know, these are your meetings, these are your times, this is your whatever. What Google actually offers is under other notifications, the last tab says daily agenda. Receive a daily email with the agenda for this calendar. So usually it says none. Go ahead and hit email. And what that does, I'm going to show all of you. Every day at around 5 a.m., you're going to get an email that says, this is your schedule for today. And it's literally going to have all of your appointments. If you have your links for Zoom, they're clickable, so it'll just take you straight to your classes. You don't even have to open up your calendar if you already get this every day. So that is a very cool feature that would be awesome if you all took advantage of it. Okay, so just to go back and show you all how I got there, you hover over the schedule calendar, click on the 3 dots, settings and sharing, and you scroll all the way down to other notifications. It's the daily agenda. Make sure you hit email. And that way you'll get your personal assistant on there.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Ayushna.
So it'll send you like a email like saying that what are you gonna do on that day?
Yeah, it'll send you an email at 5 a.m. So whenever you wake up at 9
5 a.m. in the morning?
in the morning, yeah.
I'm snoring that time.
Yeah, but I mean, whenever you wake up and you open your email, it'll be on there for you, right?
Got it.
Pretty neat. Awesome. Isaac, I got your calendar. Thank you so much. Makita, I got your calendar. Axel, Ryan, I got your calendar. Perfect. That is actually everybody. Okay. That is pretty much your Google training for the day, everybody. So Does anyone have any questions about anything we talked about today? No? Okay, great. In that case, we're just gonna take the last couple minutes. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Daily agenda, okay. Let's go ahead and do our closeout. I love ending with big energy. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. We should all be very, very happy. So we're gonna go ahead and just share our class shout outs that we worked on. Don't worry if you don't think it's perfect. It's kind of embarrassing to speak out loud and share with the group. But today so yeah, go ahead and look at your YSP journal and what you have. But I will go first. So today I want to give my class shout out for commitment. And I want to share it with Ayushna because he was telling me before everyone else came in that he had complications during the week, but he was able to reach out and reschedule. That's why he's here today joining us. So that really shows that he's committed to the program and committed to continuing to work on his growth mindset. So snaps for Ayushna. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Makira, would you like to share your class shout out? It's in the chat. Yay. Also, totally fine. If you want to copy and paste your class shout out into the chat, go ahead and do it. Okay. So Makira says, she wants to give an attitude shout out to Alan for participating with me and talking with me instead of having his microphone off the whole time or something. Definitely, right? Attitude. It's not if you can, it's if you will. Thanks, Alan. Very, very cool. How about Ryan? Do you want to go ahead and share your class shout out?
Can I pass?
Yeah, totally fine. How about Alex? Would you like to?
I'd like to give attitude shout out to Ayushna for sharing with me in the 36 questions.
Awesome. And why was it attitude, or like what did he do?
He told me about his life, and he answered the question.
Definitely. So maybe it can be a little scary, like getting vulnerable with someone. But that's how we are building stronger bonds, right? Awesome. Thank you, Alex, for sharing. Maybe just one more. Esperanza, would you like to share a class shout out? Awesome. Esperanza says a passion shout out to Isaac for speaking about a personal skill he has been learning and his struggles. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for sharing your class shout outs. I know that it can be challenging, but we're just getting used to it and it gets easier with time. All right. So thank you, everyone. Passion shout out for taking risks, especially with Google Calendar. I just want to close out by having everyone, this is my contact information. Feel free to screenshot it, have my number down in case you need help or have a question, concern, need to make something up or reschedule. This is my email. And if I call you, it's probably very important. So don't just not answer. I really appreciate it. But yes, unless anybody has any other questions, I will see everyone, I'm not sure next week, but yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But if not, thank you so much for joining and you're all free to go.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.